so this is a little preview of Wave of Darkness. This is a new game. It's not really completely finished. It's version 1.50s, but it's still an early release on Steam. Let's go ahead and let's start a new game, but we're going to skip the tutorial because it's got some problems. So, we'll create a new character. Let's make this one an elf. I'm not going to take a lot of the time to customize his look. We'll just make him look like that. The graphics on the character models are interesting. They seem somewhat dated, but hopefully they'll improve that over time. So let's take a look here. Let's make him relatively smart. Let's give him 20 intelligence, a little charisma so he can talk to people up to 16, vitality of 15, dexterity of 15. Let's make him a little stronger. I'm going to make him like 18 for strength. Yeah, we're not going to customize his appearance. It's not that important. Let's just generate a name. Aaron Raz Keslan. There it is, Aaron Raz Keslan. Let's start the game with this gentleman. Now we're going to skip the tutorial. The reason I'm doing this is the tutorial has some bugs. It's been noted on Steam. I started playing it through the tutorial to actually do the first run of the video, and it's really just rough. The tutorial needs some work, and I would suggest fixing that to a developer in the case that it's the first thing that everyone sees. I'll show you around it a bit, but there's a door that won't open no matter what. There's a captain you have to talk to. You talk to him, and then it says, open this door. To open this door, talk to the captain. And you go talk to the captain again. Go back to the door, and it still tells you to keep going and talking to the captain. But he says, just go open the door. So there's no rhyme or reason behind why it's broken, but it's broken. Yeah, that's my son. You're going to hear him a little bit because he's hanging out with me during this review, too.
We have arrived at Sidistaria, our final destination on this journey. As we traveled, I have learned a lot about this city. Sidistaria was built upon the ruins of the ancient city of Jalranio. It is said that Jalranio...
We're going to go ahead and skip it, though, since it's not really... So here's the boat you take to leave the tutorial area, and we're going to take that pretty quickly. I'll show you what talking to the captain and stuff looks like. Here's the...
We traveled so far just to find things here are much worse than in Corden's Fall. It seems war is brewing even among Danians. When we left, this place was guarded by our soldiers. Now it seems deserted. It would be unwise to leave the ships unprotected. Yet we cannot wait here indefinitely.
You need to go look around.
You proved yourself capable in dangerous situations once before. Can you go and see what you can find out? The Dockmaster's office is to the east of the docks.
Alright, so since I've done that one before, I'll show you. This one does work. This is the tutorial if it were to work perfectly. We're going to click on this and go ahead and take this free copper. I'm sorry, my son's going to be making some noise in the background. He's watching TV. Alright, and then we're going to open this here door. And that's how it should work all the time, but for some reason it was not. We're going to read this book here. It's the Dockmaster's journal. Essentially tells us that things went bad. Let's go over here and look on this guy's body. And he's got a couple of scrolls, so we'll take those. From what I can tell, you take everything. There's a highly detailed crafting system, and that seems to be what people laud. Now, see, I've got 4 of 42 bags, and you'll notice how many slots I have. Watch what happens when I take these 2 bags. When I equip them, it adds me more slots just right here. So I'm at now, more bags than I was at before. It still says 4 of 46, which that's confusing, but... Oh, this guy's got all sorts of stuff on him, so we'll take all of this as well. Yeah, seems good. Alright, I think that's everything that's in here. And now we'd go back to the captain, and he'd give us another quest to go to another one of these rooms and loot more things until we get to the door that's locked and won't open. So, we'll turn this in, and then we will end the tutorial.
Have you seen the Dockmaster? What happened?
I'm going to explain to him what happened in the office.
All the Danians... I'm not sure. We cannot all go to Sidistaria.
And then I'm just going to go ahead and get on the boat and go to Sidistaria and begin my adventure. So the load screen's really pretty. The opening video, really pretty. Just really good looking. The game itself, once you get in, it's got some jagged edges and stuff. It definitely needs a little bit of touch and polish. Reminds me somewhat of Path of Exile's graphics, but let me show you something here. This is what we're going to do. You can zoom in like this and then change your perspective to where you can kind of see out. And we'll play like that for a little bit. It gets a little tricky with the combat. The combat altogether is a little clunky, but we'll get to that pretty quick. So these are legendary items. Apparently we're getting a gathered legendary and we redeem it, or we just hit next. I mean, it's so difficult to understand. I think I just redeemed that, and so I have a legendary boost there. So there's just a soldier. There's just people around. This guy's a merchant. He's red, but he's not like a mean guy. I think they should probably adjust the color there. When I see red, I think enemy. For most RPGs. So he's selling some different pieces of stuff that I'm not sure what I need most of them for, and then I can sell some of my stuff to him if I want. Like I'm going to sell him this this hurt leaf and make some money, and then I could buy a. There's all sorts of fun stuff we can do with that. But yeah, to find things, you kind of just have to sort of mouse over them, and that includes zones, because if you look right up here, this is the zone we're going to, and if you mouse over, you'll see it's going to a swamp, but apparently that swamp is through this tree, and it just drops you on the other side of it. So it's a little strange. That's kind of old school. These are respawn points. So now I clicked that, and it says new spawn point set at the top there. So this is where I'll spawn, and that's a good thing because combat is so bad, in fact, that I'm getting ready to die a lot. I guarantee it.
Over here.
Alright.
Please help me. My name is Soren Amos Darylin, and I'm on an urgent mission for the people of Citis Taria. Our party was sent here to search for healing herbs. Our city is under attack by cultist forces, and many people are wounded. We traveled here in hope of finding healing herbs that can be collected in the swamp, but our party was attacked.
So
the herb you are looking for...
A little more. I'm looking for some herbs for this guy. The voice acting leaves a little to be desired in that particular character. Just sounds like a guy you'd hear on the street. That's the... So this is a fishing spot right here. That means you can fish at that point. You need to fish like that. Alright, so now we fight. And you'll notice I killed that thing in a swipe or two. No problem, man. I'm super powerful, right? Alright, there's a plant attacking me. Kill that thing. No problem. Super powerful. This is, oh, did you notice that? When I turned there was a little dragon that appeared and disappeared. Guess what? That's going to be happening all the time. Mobs appear and disappear. And then they also aggro from just about anywhere else. So, there's certain places you'll walk to where these things are near each other. And I'm going to miss this guy because he's evading somehow. Like when they get in bushes and stuff like this, you can't hit them, but they can hit you at times. So I've had that happen when I was playing earlier as well. So you just have to be very careful. Alright, so we got a little puzzle here, but before we do this puzzle, we probably need to clear out some of the mobs that are hanging out around. These stones are a puzzle. Yeah, buddy, a puzzle. he's definitely involved in today's review. Alright. So we kill this little lizard thing here. And again, I'm just clicking to swing arbitrarily. Currently, I don't have any skills that I can use. I know I get some. Okay, so I can click on this chest, and you listen to the tones. I think it's... yeah. Doom, doom, doom. There we go. And we've got some scrolls of faith and crafting and all sorts of stuff. And we're just going to take it all. We're going to take everything. Yeah. Take it all. So, as long as we seem alive, let's look at what some of this stuff is, I guess. Calls forward an undead creature. Cool. Let's get us a skeleton to fight with us. Awesome. Look at our little skeleton stalker guy. That's pretty cool. I didn't do that the first time I played. I didn't want to use items. I wanted to kind of experience that during the video here. So, where's my skeleton? Isn't he supposed to be helping me? Is he only over there? Or... that doesn't seem to work very well. Now, here's our little lizard man. We're fighting. So we know how. And lizard man's down. Alright. Now there's herbs we're supposed to be gathering, and I think they're on these trees. But again, you just have to sort of mouse over stuff and see it light up. And these are called agora. So we'll take the agora. And let's go up here and... oh, we're fighting this, but there's also a plant hitting us. He's dead. I gotta kill this plant. It's like a mushroom plant that shoots out little spores at you. Alrighty. See, now here's some more plants, but I don't even know if these are the ones I'm supposed to be gathering. Let's do this and take a look at our quest log over here. Stealth over might. Flowers of Thelnos. Bright red flowers, and is needed by the healers. Alright, so we should be able to find some... oh, froze there a little bit. Can we go back to it already? It seems lit up. Oh no, it's just... okay. So we're looking for bright red flowers, potentially. Swamp, there's some places where you can walk in the water, and there's some places where you die. And it's not real clear as to what makes that distinction. Okay, so this thing's gonna attack, and this is where all hell breaks loose. Because I'm gonna kill this one, and 2 more come in, and they seem to call every single one in the world. I'm not trying to loot that, I'm trying to continue attacking. I might make it through this alive. That's a guy. It's a dead guy. Here's something. Oh, I think this is just a tree. Yep, we just take wood from the tree. Okay. Alright. So as you can see, it's not real clear as to what you need to be doing in terms of crafting and stuff, but I know that all of this stuff is probably used for something or another, right? Uh-oh. Alright. Gotten ourselves in a little bit of a situation here. This will probably be our first death. The combat seems cleaner than last time, but you just sort of click on the stuff until it dies. We'll regenerate now. And it'll put us back at our little spawn point up there near the front. And there's an enemy there, so let's go kill him. This was the guy that got caught in this big bush earlier, and I couldn't do anything because he kept clicking on the bush. But that didn't happen this time, so it seems to be playing a little cleaner. This guy's running into a tree over here. You okay there, friend? Okay. Some bugs are expected in the early release game or early access. Altogether, it's interesting so far. These plants heal you, so if you fight while you're near them, they'll kind of heal you. That's one thing I learned in the early tutorial. Oh, there's some copper. Okay. Fight the lizard. Look at these red flowers. Maybe they're deeper in. I don't know. Kill these snakes. Okay. Got that one. Still glowing? Interesting. Alright. These plants will kill you too. They're mean. Take this Agora stuff. I'm sure it's useful for something. I didn't notice this, that the mobs stay dead. So maybe that's why they're so overwhelming at times, is that they stay dead. Once you kill them, they're dead. Seems slow to upgrade your items and things of that nature. I better hurry up and kill this guy, or these guys are going to kill me. The Nurkas. The Nurkas have apparently, that's what these guys' names are, the big old lizardmen. They're called Nurkas. And they've had a few bugs throughout time, so maybe it's just this one particular mob that's got some issues since it's so large. There's another one of those healing plants. Alright. Let's fight this guy. You have to seemingly get right up on him to fight him. That seems to be working better than yesterday when I was trying to get the hang of it. So, oh, lizard guy's popping up out of the water there. It's down. Let's get this one. Oh no, he's not. Or is that another one? See, this is what was happening yesterday. They just start appearing. I think I'm gonna make it out of this though. No, don't you run and go get your friend. See, now this guy's attacking. It's like the distances are perfectly set for where when you engage one, there's another one coming at you every single time. And that part is a little frustrating because mob control in any RPG is something that you've got to do a little bit of. So Let me show you this too. If I walk out into the water, in this particular area, it's fine, right? There's other areas where you'll just walk into water like this and you just die. Like, I mean, you're just dead. That's the only option. So, I didn't see this before. Let's take all that stuff. And now go fight this guy again. Yeah. He's gonna run halfway across the world. This is ridiculous. Come on. Really? He can just run forever? Alright. He's finally dead now. Loot his body too. That's the other thing, looting their bodies, sometimes there's something on them, but you just gotta click all over. There's no clear indication where to click on to loot the actual bodies. So it sounds like something's attacking me right now. It may be an invisible mob. That happens. There's a well here. Who is this?
Stop, you bastard! Do not come close. I'm a soldier in the service of the Guild of Yelenus, from the city of Sidisterea. I was part of the party sent to this place to collect healing herbs. There were 2 of us, soldiers, escorting herbalists. Our party was attacked north of here, and only a few of us survived. Hey, don't be insulting. I did what I could. 2 warriors against dozens of opponents. Any sane person would do what I did. Namely, run. War machines for siege. What else? Catapults, ballistas, and...
Alright, I'll go light their war machines on fire. These are very pedestrian, run-of-the-mill quests, but I guess you kind of expect to burn the siege towers, all that kind of stuff in these games. I still haven't seen a single one of these red flowers that they're talking about. So they're supposed to be in this swamp. I am getting lots of crafting materials, but I mean, I don't even know if we'll get into the crafting very much. Let's just start heading up this way. I see something over here. What is this? Bear meat. Oh, well, there's a cultist, and we're gonna attack him. And we killed him. Awesome. Here's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, so I've already looted a ton. That's one thing that seems like it's probably... Oh, and that's the thing I'm supposed to tear down, I'm guessing. I'm gonna go into that forward-looking... So these are the guys that they want me to go in and kind of attack and kill their siege towers. I still haven't found those red deals. It seems like I'm not gonna... I'm gonna die, most likely. Here's what it seems like. That's my guess. Kill the Norca. And now, the mercenary. Hey, we're alive! Take everything from them. Oh. Awesome. Fighting things that are outside of a big wooden barrier. That seems fair. Okay. Okay, well, how do I destroy them? Do I have something to set them on fire with? Does not appear as such. Confusing. Okay. Let's see if there's something in the quest. Interesting. So you can just use a scroll of crafting and craft something. So if I want to make that spear there, I just right-click the scroll. And that's what I've been gathering all these things for. Interesting. None of these seem better than the stuff that I'm using currently, though. So I don't see a way to start a fire. Let's see if there's any kind of player skill. Something. Back a little bit more stuff and see if we can't figure some of this out. Just a lot of misses, you know. Okay, now we got her down. We'll click on this guy for a little bit here. Alright. He's way up there. I can't do anything about him. Interesting. Whatever's hitting him like that. How do I destroy them? How do I set them on fire? Ugh, it's so frustrating. I don't need my handheld. I just need a clear description. You know how to get them something that I need to get it done. It's frustrating. All right. Run away from that guy. Let's go see if we can't find something. Because I'm almost dead anyway. There doesn't seem to be anything up here except those guys. This guy. Apparently you can kite stuff in this game. But that's it. I mean, right now I don't see any of these red flowers that I'm supposed to be finding. So I've gotten a whole lot of whatever this is, the Aurora. What was I supposed to be doing for this guy?
You have to destroy those catapults. If by any chance...
Yeah. I tried to destroy the catapults. Nothing happens. This is such a frustrating game right now. So, I mean, it's, you know, there's a lot of potential here. I can play it. But once I come into, you know, trying to just, let's say I want to destroy this catapult, it just tells me that destroying them will cripple the attacks. I don't have any sort of item that would light them on fire. I looked through my items. I don't have any skills that'll light them on fire. I click on them like everything else in the game, and absolutely nothing happens. This is the same with a lot of the quests in the game. They're really bugged. People seem to be a little perturbed about that. It is a good-looking game. There's some good aspects, but ultimately, you need to be able to play the game as it's, you know, asking you to go do these things and find these flowers, and they don't seem to exist. It's, I'm going to travel back here real quick. And, you know, I thought maybe it was these red flowers, but these are healing pot, and you can't do anything to them. You can't click on them or anything like that. They just heal you while you fight near them. run out here into the deep swamp and see if there's some kind of flowers. It's just a big wall. Yeah, I mean it's an interesting game. If we want to go back to town or anything like that, we can go sell and, you know, maybe buy some gear. If we sort our stuff, it shows us what all we've got. For the rune stones, I found that interesting. There's certain puzzles that you'll need to open, and you have to put a certain rune stone in, you know, here or there. But again, the quests and the you know, leveling up and things of that nature seem very strange. It's you know, we're only at 17,495 of 4,200 experience for level 1, so it's definitely an old school sort of slower experience. You know, we've been at it for now a little over 30 minutes, and not even a single level. That's definitely a slower RPG. My initial thoughts are that it definitely needs polish. I'd love to come back to it and see it when it's finished. It definitely needs to, you know, of course, have these early game bugs ironed out, because it's almost debilitating at this point. I mean, you can just go around gathering and killing things, but beyond that, there's not a whole lot of real interaction on the quests, because they don't seem to work. That seems to be the case, unless I'm that bad at games that I just really couldn't find it. So there's another respawn point here. We're gonna go click on that one. So yeah, you guys, anybody who's played Wave of Darkness, let us know what you think of the hidden levels. We'll check it out and come back to it maybe in a couple months here when they get closer to finishing, or potentially once there's another large update. Hopefully they fix some of that. I'd like to play the game and see where it goes from here. A lot of people have, you know, good thoughts about this game, so. And I can see where some of that comes from. It's an interesting looking game. There's some interesting aspects to it. So, beyond that, thanks for watching, and I will have a little review written up on the side of this as well. So take a look at that.